Hey, this is a series where you'll learn everything you need to know about the Roblox game ABizarreDay, from origin history to combos and matchups. We have everything here on this mini-series. Welcome to HTUC, otherwise known as How to Use and Counter. I got a lot of requests on this complicated stand, so I've decided to do a video on it. This time, we'll be going over STW, also known as Shadow the World. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like these. I really appreciate any sort of constructive criticisms or improvements I can make in these types of videos in the future. Also, just know that this video is for people that want to know the history of Shadow or are new to Shadow, so I'm sorry if this video was useless to you or I'm not as good as you. Also, all info came from the ABD Wiki, participating in 1v1s, spectating 1v1s, and the ABD Discord. Thank you. Shadow the World is a stand originally used by Shadow Dio. Shadow Dio is a playable character in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future, a Street Fighter style video game developed by Capcom and initially released in 1998. In both ABizarreDay and Heritage for the Future, Shadow the World is considered one of the biggest glass cannons. Many of Shadow the World's moves in ABizarreDay are based on Heritage the Future. Shadow Dio is an alternate version of Dio in the game that has yet to recover his strength and learn the power of his stand. This may explain why Shadow the World is one of the most complicated stands to learn in ABizarreDay. You are supposed to learn the power of your stand slowly. Shadow the World is obtained by using a vampire mask on regular the world, which will then give you vampiric the world, and then using a camera on vampiric the world will give you Shadow the World. You can get a vampire mask with a 100% chance from the Dio boss or a 3% chance from Dio Brando in the sewers. You can attain a camera by defeating Dio with a 10% chance of it dropping. Some strengths of Shadow the World are 1. High damage, 2. Extreme mobility, 3. Multiple high damage combos, 4. Low cooldowns, 5. You look hot. Oh yeah, I wrote that in the script. Some weaknesses would be extremely bad defense, one of the worst. 2. Hard to learn. 3. It struggles against rushdowners and high agility stands. Shadow the World has a lot of combos. Yeah, and these are only the well-known ones. Since I don't want this video to last 30 minutes, I'll go over 3 combos in total. 1 easy combo, 1 medium combo, and 1 hard one. Also know that the majority of people do not allow STW time stop in 1v1s, so I will not go over any combos with time stop. A relatively fast combo that deals decent damage. Because it is so close range, I can't see the combo being used very often in competitive 1v1s. A relatively simple and good combo, and a common one for sneak attacks that many Shadow the Worlds will use. It's also great for approaching, as space plus E sends you 10 to 15 studs far, depending on if you are holding W or not. Also a good combo that is a little harder to pull off. However, if you pull it off, you will be put into a massive advantage state because you can combo it into almost anything. And I missed T because I'm bad. Here's a clip of when I was practicing a dummy though. Now we'll go over common bad habits that many new users to Shadow the World do when they start, so you don't make those mistakes. Approaching with F or ROBUX! This is a very common mistake. Many people that are new to Shadow overestimate the distance that this move sends you and get left wide open to a punish. Space plus E and F send you the same amount of distance, and holding W then doing space plus E sends you even further than just F. But F leaves you open at the beginning with an animation that lasts 2 seconds. Meanwhile, space plus E barely leaves you open. Walking up to your opponent and pressing F is not a smart move since it leaves you open. High mobility stands, such as Made in Heaven, absolutely destroy Shadow if used correctly. 2. Use projectiles if the Shadow ever presses H in stand mode and counters. 3. Spin just makes them suffer.
I've seen so many spins come out unscathed, although they may have been bad at Shadow the World, but it like happened to 9 people where they couldn't even touch a spin user, so I'll just like put it here.
4. Whiff punishing is very, very effective. We'll go over certain matchups in this section and how they play in 1v1s in normal tourney or competitive rules. This stand has extremely low range. Use your high speed and mobility to move around quickly and zone out the stand with projectiles. This matchup is heavily in Shadow the World's favor. Basically the same thing as Retro Star Platinum over Heaven. Watch out for knives and make sure you aren't hit by too many. There isn't much to add on. This matchup is quite even. A good Shadow the World user can consistently beat cars by outmaneuvering them with teleport and dash. However, cars can quickly get to the Shadow and end them even quicker with their speed boost. Whoever hits first usually wins the match, lol. Note, many of these matchups heavily depend on whether the Shadow user is very experienced and skilled or not. These matchups can also not be correct if the opponent knows what they are doing. Make sure to adapt to how your opponent plays and choose your best options from there, such as how do they move? Do they dash or roll frequently? What about counters and stand jumps? So yeah. I'll say this again, but this is a beginner's guide for how to use and counter Shadow the World. To find out more, you should do research yourself and participate in 1v1s. The ABD community is usually nice enough to do 1v1s and help you in their Discord server about stand strategies. If you enjoyed this kind of video, please do like and subscribe for future videos like these. These videos do take a surprisingly large amount of time to make. Be sure to give me suggestions for the next how to use and counter. Goodbye.